Previously on Fallout 4. Okay, now that you're all caught up, let's continue. My adventures continued deep in the woods of the Commonwealth, where I met an average pit bull, and I decided to give it the traditional ATF greeting. After then dealing with the pit bull's owners that were angry with me for some reason, I ran across something I really was not expecting to find in a nuclear wasteland. Minecraft. Inside Minecraft, I ran across my first random NPC quest, even getting a chance to use my own charisma to show who I am. And who I am is apparently someone with the same charisma as a used tampon, because I instantly failed both attempts. Finally, I was given my main objective, to open some underwater pipes. Well, all quests can't be winners, but then again, it isn't the worst thing I've done for money. But at least I now know how flexible I am. Wait, shit, you weren't supposed to know that. Anyway, I then got to work, diving into the radioactive water, which is still safer than swimming in the Hudson River, quickly finding the first valve. Then, after getting lost hunting the other two, I decided then to do my best OceanGate impression. After respawning, I was able to finally complete my objectives, even though I had more radiation in me than fucking Chernobyl. Once returning to the Minecraft player, we found ourselves under attack by Mr. Krabs and Zoidberg. Once I dealt with the crappy crustaceans, I then noticed my quest giver was hostile to me, for completely unknown reasons. Now, I could have possibly lowered my gun, talked things out, and completed the mission successfully. But instead, I gave him the Kurt Cobain treatment. Awesome! First NPC quest I come across, I successfully failed. After then deciding to bravely run away from the consequences of my own actions, and continue to my previous objective given to me by Piston Gravy, I decided to take a detour to this hilltop satellite station I thought just looked cool. Unfortunately, it was filled with these bizarre creatures called poor people. Being the generous person that I am, though, I decided to give out the gift of free ammunition. Things took a turn inside the facility, however, when their leader, a person who apparently is a really big fan of Mars attacks, filled me with more holes than Tupac. I then respawned and corrected this grievous error with an extremely complex strategy I like to call fuck ton of grenades. I then collected the world's deadliest paperweight and left the facility and was able to make my way to the person I was supposed to talk to, who was unfortunately asleep. Now, do you really think I was going to be an asshole and wake this poor woman up? That I was going to disturb the rest of someone who had finally found a moment of peace in this violent hellscape? Because I am. After politely asking her to wake the fuck up, I was told that the issue the settlement was having was quite a simple problem. A raider group was harassing them, and therefore needed to have their free trial of life taken away. Now, having some incentive to commit violence, like I needed any incentive, I made my way to the marked area on the map, a foundry that the raiders apparently took over. On my way there, I encountered the remnants of an Ohio train wreck, and had to put down the people that were affected by the spilled chemicals. Beyond that, I stopped at a movie theater that had a rather extreme method to prevent robbery. Mine! Ow! I guess you could say that this movie bombed. Fucking laugh. When I started to get closer to the objective, I got quite a shock. I am not just assaulting a small bandit-held foundry with about 10 people in it. I'm solo sieging an entire city. Lexington, Massachusetts. Once famous for being the location of the start of the American Revolution, now famous for literally nothing. At the center of this town was my destination, a massive assembly plant now turned into a fortress and filled to the brim with mentally challenged Mad Max cosplayers. On my way there to do some high-velocity spring cleaning, I decided to stop by the local Walmart to do some quick shopping for supplies. What I had failed to realize was that I was shopping on Black Friday. Upon entering the store, I was greeted with the normal sight you see at a Walmart on Black Friday. The aisles were in tatters, the items strewn about like debris. The customers were mad with greed, clawing at my very flesh. And yet still, there were 0 fucking cashiers. Even the security robot that I activated was just as useful as a sandpaper fleshlight. After my shopping spree was completed, I began my one-man army assault on the Raider Fortress. It is now at this point you might be wondering 2 things. Where is my dog, and why am I not in power armor? When it comes to dog meat, that's a good question. He kind of just disappeared after the whole Minecraft murder scenario. As for me forgetting to bring power armor, the answer for that is actually quite simple. I forgot. But I was already here, so the assault began. Now, feeling elated that I actually did the right thing by having a kill list so large I could be considered a walking natural disaster, I returned to the now relieved settlement. But not before getting a taste of what it is like to live in Arizona. Oh god, whoa, hello, hi, Radiation Scorpion? Okay. Deciding to finally head to the main city in the area, Diamond City. Mainly to see what they had for sale because I am fucking sick of these pipe weapons. I had a distress signal come across my Samsung watch.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
This was from the nearby police station, and since a distress call in my head equal to more fuel for my bloodlust, I ran right there. When I arrived, I found some people who I assumed to be some police officers dealing with your average celebration after a football match, and decided to help out with the peaceful negotiations. By the way, this is football, not this. This is football, this is hand egg, this is better, this is not. I will fight for this, I will die upon this hill, you cannot silence the truth. Anyway, once the celebration got really quiet all of a sudden, I was called over by Private Swing Dance, who revealed that he was with a group called the Brotherhood of Steel. Unbeknownst to me, this was the start of the beginning of my true destiny, and how I would reshape the Commonwealth to what I desired. But that will start in the next episode. Ha!